Well, welcome back everyone to the podcast, Big Talks and Big Feelings. As y'all know, I am your host, Selena.
And she's back with Julie.
Yes. So, I always get nervous with the introductions. I just feel like when someone turns on a podcast, if you don't immediately grab their attention, they're like, bye.
Out.
Yeah. So, I'll say fuck it. Let's just dive in. Yesterday, for episode 1, we had Julie's sister and niece and extended adopted family on air. And that was really fun. I think I just wanted to play with it, and I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. Today.
You just get us.
Huh?
I said today. You just get us.
Yeah, sorry guys. But today I actually was gonna tell them about.
You made it seem like when she said something to me that she had it.
So I was going. Okay. Rodney, we're in the studio, Rodney.
What?
We're in the studio. Your decibels have to be below 25.
Also known as shut the hell up.
So, alright. We're gonna have to actually start making bloopers for some of these moments. Like maybe that's what we'll do for like our TikToks. We'll do little blooper scenes.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun. That way what's on the TikTok is not even on here. Cause we've had some good moments already. I get so close to this. So I wanted to come on today and tell y'all, obviously, yes, I'm so excited. But today we finally fixed our podcast logo, and it's everything I wanted. It's just so perfect. It's so perfect. The only way it could have been
cute.
The only way I could have made it better is like if it had some kind of weird floral design in there, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I have no graphic design, like anything.
Background.
Yeah,
Me
none.
either.
So what we came up with and got is perfect. It's beautiful.
We need to make more friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, do things.
Or I need to quit breaking up with my friends because Chase actually used to be a graphic design student and he's really good at it.
Yeah, you messed that up.
No, he did.
Yeah. Well,
that's the story for another day.
Yeah.
I guess same as usual. We'll just get into what we did today, and we'll bring it back around to the parts that we didn't talk about from our day yesterday. If that's cool with y'all and cool with you.
Is it cool with them? You better speak up now.
Hold your peace.
What? Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. You getting it.
So Julie, what did you do today?
So I got up extra early, 5:30 this morning, and went and did Walmart deliveries, made a little money, but I didn't stay out long today. I brought it in kind of early. The order started becoming trash orders. They weren't really paying for the amount of mileage they wanted you to go, so I decided to call it a day and come home.
Okay.
And then, of course,
Well,
didn't wake up till 11:30.
to be fair, I didn't go to sleep till 3, but typically I don't go to sleep early. Usually 1 or 2 o'clock are my usual times. If I go to sleep later than that, I would say, I couldn't sleep last night. Last night was just one of those nights I kind of stayed up trying to edit, and then ADHD brain couldn't keep up, and so I was trying to watch some Parks and Rec, try to watch Scrubs, try to watch New Girl. I literally hopped episodes mid-episode and just couldn't go down. 3 o'clock though, it was like 2:40 or 2:58, and I was like, and then just out like a light. So, but once Julie was done, she came to scoop me up. I showered and.
Yeah, we had to go to TJ Maxx and fix the whole situation from the day before. Anyway, they found the part to my, what do you call that?
Lazy Susan.
My Lazy Susan. Yeah, they found the part to the Lazy Susan on the floor where the customers walk, not even behind the counter. So I'm not sure how that happened, but anyway, they were able to fix me up, and we got that taken care of.
Yeah, that was pretty easy fix. And then we stopped by.
Harassed my son at his job.
That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see familiar faces.
Looked at some fencing.
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah, well, okay, so I found the perfect fencing at Lowe's, but they did not have it in stock. So I was gonna wait for it to come into stock, but it looks like they will no longer carry it. So I am heartbroken and back looking for more fencing.
Yeah. Mind you, she wanted she's going no dig. So the options that she had were already limited, and the option that she originally wanted, Andy from yesterday's episode and old Rodney.
Yeah, they shot it down.
They did. They're
my two biggest haters.
They are, and they're honestly they're like two of your closest people.
I know.
It's always
they just won't let me be great.
It's always your own people, you know. Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah. So, but the option, and then so the option that y'all did go with, as soon as I saw it, I didn't say anything, but as soon as I saw it, I was thinking haunted mansion, like haunted house, and. She waited for me. She knew I was coming sometime during the summer, and so she waited for us to be able to go right out there together. Because when me and Julie get together, we just get to fucking shit up. Like we get some stuff done.
We do that.
I think my favorite testimony for that is that time that we put that door up. You're like, no, that door's just been there for years. Never, it's broken or something. I was like, well, let's go look at it. All we had to do was hang that motherfucker up.
That's it. Because I'm bad about putting stuff off. Like, I just procrastinate. And I'm like,
And like when you did the window screens, you were like, I did one half of 2 projects.
Right. Yeah, because I'll start a project and stop because it gets boring to me.
Yeah.
Like, I get excited about a project, I start, and then I stop because I'm over it. And then that's it. Then I'm halfway through a project.
Yeah.
And my husband's always like, if you start one more project, you don't finish, I'm going to go insane. But that's just how my brain works. I'm unmedicated.
I can say that the only things that I can start that are not work related or school related, just gardening. I think gardening is the only, I can't start an art project and complete it alone. I have to have someone to
same.
But gardening, do it for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, they don't have her fence. That was, I guess we didn't even tell them. So the fence that they ended up kind of settling for and agreeing with you with, we didn't like it. She didn't like it.
It's not good.
But I was like, doing my wandering, and I was like, oh, what about this one? And you fell in love, and they fucking just said, fuck
broke
love.
my heart.
Yeah, they did.
Story of my life.
Trash. So we're on the hunt for a fence that is either similar or just something that doesn't make the house look like a haunted mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going for that vibe.
Yeah, no. That one, it just didn't fit
No,
me. And like the thing is, the other one, your table that you have on your back patio, the kind of like, rectangular long bars, that would have matched perfectly.
Perfect.
And I think that's what devastates me most for you.
I know.
It literally would have matched perfectly. Yeah. And then there is this place. I'm just gonna shout out Chickadilly. I think there's 3 or 4 locations that are still open. There used to be more back in the day, but this place.
Oh no, you were shouting out
Chickadilly. Chickadilly. Okay. So, man, I got really close to that. So, yeah, I want to shout out Chickadilly because, like I said, there's only about 3 or 4 locations open now, and every time I come to Louisiana, come back home, I have to stop at Chickadilly. I put my husband onto Chickadilly. They only take cash. They don't take credit cards, debit cards, nothing, just cash at every location. And
That's how you know you're gonna get some good food right
Yeah.
there.
for real,
It's the basics.
And it does, yeah, just the basics, and it does not look like it's gonna be impressive at all. I've never seen a Chickadilly that looked like, oh, that's gonna be a nice,
Oh,
clean
yeah,
restaurant. They're
no.
always like,
No,
but you know what?
a little questionable, but food is
Delicious.
great.
Wonderful. Like
Yeah.
it's fried chicken. It's fried chicken. It's just so good. Like I can't. They always just give you like a fat ass. Well, okay, so they have all 4 pieces. You know, the legs, the thighs, the breast, the wings,
Mhm.
and you can custom order. But I always get the number 9 with the fries. Yep,
I mean, that is the best deal.
it is, and it's less than $10. I don't know if I should be.
It's a
telling y'all
2-piece
this.
white,
Yeah.
2 sides.
Mhm.
For it was like 8 something.
Yeah, $8, maybe. I would say 9 just to round it up.
Yeah,
It's a great deal.
can't beat it.
No, and that's probably why they can't afford to go cash.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that's probably
Not
going
having a-
cash. Yeah, it's probably the
Yeah,
reason they don't.
not having to pay debit, credit card fees,
Mhm.
not having a website, all of those extra expenses
Yeah.
that come with having a little more technology.
Yeah.
It just means they can put that back into savings on the actual food.
Yeah.
So
And you know,
that's good.
I had a guy from high school one time that I heard that he was working for Chickadilly, and he was saying he was making good money. So.
Well, I mean,
that-
yeah, the line stays down the road.
Wrapped around, yeah.
Yeah.
And not literally wrapped, yeah, more like down the road. So whoever owns Chick-fil-A, I heard they're
Yeah.
paying their workers
They've
good.
been around at least since the 70s because my mama worked there when I was a kid.
Really?
When I was first,
Yeah.
born and stuff, she worked there. The one in Haynesville, it's no longer there, but she used to work at that location years ago. So they've been around for forever. At least the 70s, probably even before then.
Wow. You know, Noah James's grandmother worked there when I was a little girl, when I was like elementary school age. I don't know how long she
Yeah.
worked there for.
And right to the left of it, they had the Dairy Maid, and it was really good too. They had like
Maybe it was
burgers
that one
and
that
ice
she
cream
worked
and
at.
fries and.
But I do
that type
remember
of
the
stuff.
Chickadilly in Haynesville.
And it caught on fire, and
Uh-huh.
then they never did
Yeah.
anything else with it. They just left it like that.
Yeah.
Yep, but it's been around for forever.
Yeah. And it's good.
Mhm.
It's my favorite. I think it is easily one of my top 3 favorite restaurants.
Yeah,
And it's just fried chicken. Like I can't say that enough. It's just some.
basic fried chicken.
It is, and it's great.
And then you get those rolls like you used to get at lunch at school.
Mhm.
Those lunch rolls, those are so
Mhm.
good.
And they have like McDonald's French fries essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like there are better fries out there in this world with fast food, but they're my favorite.
Yeah.
I think I might be a little fucked up in the head. I've heard this before. When I say this, I like to eat them cold.
I can't do that.
I will eat some French fries from McDonald's and Chickadilly cold.
No, mine have to be hot and crispy.
Mm-mm.
Like
Okay.
soft on the inside, crispy on the outside, and hot.
But I feel like that's typically the best fry.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know, just the flavor is really good. I guess it's all the cholesterol and just the, I don't know, it's just great. And I typically don't like fried foods. I'm just not a fan. Like,
Yeah.
try to avoid them.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Chickadilly. So yesterday, like I said earlier, we actually had a much grander day yesterday than I believe we kind of let on. We really just wanted to keep it lighthearted, family friendly, and
Yeah.
I think today we're actually going to try and deep dive into the big talks portion and big feelings of our podcast. How do we start? How do I start that?
Because there's really
Yeah, I
you're
can't go
limited
into
to what you
details.
can say.
Right.
So I don't know. You had an incident with a friend
But I will not call this
At the time.
person. Yeah.
at the time.
Okay, so there is a lot more to the story. I think that there is no amount of research that you can do on me that you'll be able to get the names or really details. It's all been very typical of the United States justice system. I mean, you're just not going to find any details on it because there has been no arrests. But a few months ago, back in May, I was assaulted physically. I cannot say sexually or not, simply because I don't know. I did obviously go forward. I actually pursued a rape kit for my own sake, for my own peace of mind, not for any other reason. And there's a lot more to this. Like I said, we're still in the legal midst of it all. So like I said, there's not a lot of detail that I can share. What I can say though is I was assaulted. So I was strangled, and it was by someone that my husband was very close with. He did consider him a friend, and it's been a really fucked up situation. Like, there's just no way to, like, say that.
And it's sad to say, most women out there and most women watching this could probably totally, relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually, and this is why I say it's just such a fucked up situation. Back in 2017, in April 2017, I was molested in my sleep by a guy, and I immediately reported it. And the police officers in Gilmer, Texas, I have no shame in sharing this because, again, they never pursued charges. They never sought him out. I actually have more background on that. So I reported it. The police officers sat me down, gathered my statement, and nothing came of it. What I did hear back though was that he had told them we had relations, like friendship kind of relations, and that he thought it was a green light. He thought that I would be okay with it, with what he did. Mind you, I was asleep. And I think a year, possibly 2 years later, when I was actually dating Sean, they reached out to me and they were like, yeah, we have a new investigator, plus laws have now changed. We have to handle these cases in a timely manner. And we found...
Why? But I don't understand. Why wouldn't that already be a qualification? Like,
right. Girl, this is what shocked me, was they said they went back and they were reviewing cases and files that hadn't been touched since 2012.
Yeah.
And that's fucking disgusting. No, it's okay. I just think that's fucking disgusting. And they said that they went through and they were just they had people calling all these victims, and that so many of them had just been like, I've moved on with my life.
Yeah, that's why a lot of women and men.
Yeah, men too.
Too, they don't say anything, and they don't reach out to law enforcement because they know it's not going to go anywhere. It's always for the most part, a he said, she said type situation, and so it doesn't go anywhere. And so it's very embarrassing to even come forward with your story to people. So, and
I like that you said embarrassing, because the word that I always feel is just shame. We shouldn't feel shame. Embarrassment, I think, is closer to it, but we just feel ashamed when someone takes what is not theirs. Or
I think it's more ashamed, or we feel like we put ourselves in that situation.
Right, because that's what we've been,
taught.
Yeah, and just...
Yeah, if you didn't wear that, it wouldn't have happened to you. If you had not been there, it would not have happened to you.
Had
so
you
it's
never
always,
been friendly with that person, they never would have thought that.
You flirted with them. You were nice to them, so they thought other
you wanted
things or
more.
whatever. It's always victim blaming, so you always feel ashamed, like, okay, well, maybe this was my fault, you know, maybe I did have a part in this, but in reality, it doesn't matter where you are, or what you wear, or how friendly you are with someone. That's it's never that's not your fault.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for that.
Yeah. And something that just right now in the moment I need to say, everybody needs to know, you can be down to nothing, no clothes on, and if you change your mind, male or female, that's it. You have said no. You no longer, the person
Right.
no longer has consent. You are allowed to get naked in front of somebody and then change your mind. That is your right. That's your body. You were born with that right. And I think that so many people forget that, especially law enforcement, especially men in law, and like, they're like, oh, well, you were in bed with him. Okay, but I said I didn't want it anymore. I changed my mind.
Right.
You know, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, but there was a time when women weren't allowed to do that, especially being married. You weren't allowed to. You weren't allowed to say no.
The amount of cases that I have heard, just stories that I've heard where from men and from women now, that they're, oh, well, that was my partner and that's what they wanted, so that's what they did to me.
Right.
And they're like, well, we were married. That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You're
No.
allowed to say no.
Yeah.
You're always allowed to say no. That is your body. But yeah. So I really wasn't surprised that nothing has come of it. I really was not surprised. Plus, this situation where it happened, in the state that it happened in, very much good old boy system. This individual's family has long roots and history in that state. It just didn't surprise me at all. And so what happened yesterday was, what actually just transpired in all was, about a month after that situation happened, you know, I've been working with the investigators, and you know, when you just have that like feeling in your gut that nothing's gonna really happen, or like, you know, you just have intuition. So I did ask the investigators, could I reach out to this individual and ask, because at this point, yes, I want justice for him assaulting me, but mostly I want justice for
having a peace of mind and being able to move forward.
Right. That's what I want. That's what I needed. And they said, you know what? If you feel like that is what primarily you want and or need, yeah, reach out. And they were like, and if you decide you don't want to pursue charges anymore, then we'll go. Like, we can respect that. We can do that. Right now, it's just still questions. You know, we haven't pushed it forward. And I told them, okay. So as soon as I got home that day, I reached out to this individual. We spoke for about an hour, and he just kept giving me like cryptic fucking statements. He was just full of shit. This individual just laid out there. He was full of shit, and the call that he made to me yesterday just proved that.
Yeah.
So he was like, no, I don't remember. Like, there was just, he was like, I don't think that, you know, there wasn't a what I did, there was what we did, and, you know, just stupid shit like that, you know.
So basically all he called for was to get her to drop the charges. That's all.
Not just that, well, that's what he was hoping for, the first phone call. Like, that's,
Yeah.
I was like, you know, if you want to sit down and we have a conversation and you tell me what you actually do remember and explain to me what happened, I'm happy to just let us both move on with our lives, because I want to know the truth. I need to know the truth. Because at that point in time, I was not sleeping at all. Like, there was just, anytime I closed my eyes, I was having flashbacks. And it was like I couldn't be in the dark. It was just a really horrible time. I was a big kayaker, and I had to get rid of my kayak because just looking at, like, there's just so much detail with it that, like, it was destroyed. Like, it was just in disarray, my kayak. I had never flipped my kayak once before that day. I get a phone call, I answer it. and I hear his voice, and I check it, and I bring it back to my ear, and he's telling me who it is. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, I wanted to talk to you. Mind you, I'm not a morning person. If you actually know me, people in my life can attest I'm not a morning person.
Obviously, sleep till lunchtime.
Yeah. I don't even want to wake up in the morning hours, okay? So, yeah. And it was just, like, immediately, it was just very emotional because he just started with the bullshit. Like, it was like, I wanted to talk to you. I was like, no, the time to talk was when you had 2 weeks from the investigators, and, you know, I was like, and that was 2 months ago. We spoke literally 2 months ago, 2 months short of 2 days. And I was like, and you had plenty of time and opportunity. Like, what the fuck are you bothering me for right now? You know, if you're not calling me to apologize, what the fuck are you calling me for? And essentially, he just wanted to tell me that he just wanted to sit down and talk. He wanted to sit down in person and talk with me and give me that peace of mind. I was like, well, how can you give me peace of mind if you're claiming you don't remember any of the details?
Yeah.
Because that's bullshit, you know. I told him multiple times that day, told him before he even, you know, I had questioned him, what are you calling me for? You know, that was just the big question, I guess, at hand. And it was just just a piece of shit, like, fucking phone call. His pet was in the background the entire time, like, barking insults at me, and just, yeah. So
basically, all it did was just made it more disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, just brought it all back to the surface. There was no resolution. It didn't make you feel better. It made you feel worse.
Yeah.
And just kind of dealt with those feelings for the rest of the day.
Yeah. God, yeah. And, you know, Julie pulled up probably in the last 15 minutes of the conversation. As soon as I got off the phone, you know, I went over and talked to her about it. And we went to town. We went into town.
And anybody from the country knows what going into town means.
Yeah, especially if you live in the country of Louisiana.
Yeah.
Y'all know it doesn't make, there's only really about 3 big towns in Louisiana.
You either live in the city or you don't, and you're going to town.
Yeah.
That's what country folks say.
It is. I wonder if my computer's dead. Oh, no. That time it went actually black, so that kind of worried me a little bit. Okay. So we went into town, Julie's idea, but we had already planned on that anyways. We get there, we went to Uptown Cheapskate, and I have 2 siblings who committed suicide, and I have these 2 particular songs that are like, they're designated songs that just gut punch me, and they just really get me in the feels. And like it's just their songs that I've given to them. Can you like name a song on things like this? As long
I'm
as
not sure.
Well,
I think you could probably name, just not maybe play.
Right, I think so too. So one of them is Who Knew by Pink, and then the other one is You Found Me by The Fray. And we're in Uptown Cheapskate, and I'm trying on these like pair of pants or something, and they literally played back to back. And I just like walked outside, and just, like walked out of the room, and was just like, bro, today, dude, today. Right. Well, then our next stop was the TJ.
What if it was your siblings just saying we're here,
like we're here
and you're okay?
I thought that too.
Yeah.
I thought that too. And I think that's what made it a little bit comforting. It was just, I was able to like just carry on with my day. But because of the morning that I had, it just felt like heavy, you know, like it just felt heavy. Yeah. Well, then our next stop was supposed to be the TJ Maxx, where the girl didn't know what fucking Lazy Susan and that rude ass cashier. And as we're pulling up, I recognize this TJ Maxx. It is the TJ Maxx that my brother took me to the day before he committed suicide. And I told Julie that. She's like, were you going to be okay? I was like, yeah. like, it's fine, you know. But it just, Julie said something, I was like, it's just a day, you know. I was like, it's like, I hate it when people try to tell me just have a good day. I was like, and she goes, but the day is having you. And I couldn't have said any more, like, I couldn't have put it any better. Like, yes, I was still moving on with my day. I was still seeking enjoyment. I was just trying to go about it. And it was just like, bam, 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 you know. But woke up, it's a new day. I don't feel the weight of it. I feel the weight of it when I talk about it, but not, you know, like I did yesterday. And that was really fucking hard. That was so hard. Like, I could feel just, my stomach was just in knots the entire day. And, like, I just felt like that burning sensation, like, behind your eyes all day. Like, my throat wanted to close up several times. And it just...
anxiety.
Yeah, you know? So, that was the day. But we got through it, and it was good.
Yeah.
And today was different. Today was better.
But if you're dealing with anything like that, and you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to or anyone to reach out to, or if you need help or resources, we're here.
Yeah.
Just message, and we'll help the best that we can, even if it's just listening to whatever you need to get off of your chest and talk about it. Pretty sure on most topics we can relate. I've been in this world 50 years. I can relate to a lot of things as far as abuse goes or any of that. So we're definitely here.
Yeah.
If you need someone.
Yeah. And I mean, kind of same. I've just been on this earth shy of 30 years, but I've lived a good, long life.
Yeah.
I really feel like my 28 years has been like 50 years worth of events, and Julie can really attest for that.
Yeah.
Traumas and just, abuses and, listen, all of it. I've even been through a natural disaster now.
Oh, but on a lighter note, we had a friend gift us.
Oh, yeah.
A whole load of Disney pins because we're headed to Disney World in December.
Mm-hmm.
And we have pins to trade now.
Yeah.
Our friend is awesome
She is
for doing
amazing.
that.
I feel like we should give her a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Sarah.
Yes, Sarah, thank you so much.
Yes.
She really hooked us up. She gave us what, like 50 pins?
Had to have been.
Yeah. And
Selena spent the last hour and a half geeking out.
Yeah, sorting them and so this Disney trip is gonna be you, me, my husband Logan, and my mother-in-law. Julie's never been, my mother-in-law's never been. I know my mother-in-law has always wanted to go, and Logan just really wanted to take Julie because she's like a mom to me. So it was kind of just like the mom's trip, you know? And she hooked us up with a ton of Stitch pins and Jack Skellington pins. And those were the best, but there was a few other ones that were like noteworthy. And I tried to FaceTime Felicia, but she just didn't answer. And I was like, fine, whatever. Okay. Don't share the excitement. So, yeah, that wasn't too bad.
But I was going to tell you about this article or video that I saw about there is a group in Arkansas. It makes sense. Arkansas.
Okay.
I think it's in North Arkansas. They have a group of people that have decided to start their own community or town or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a whites only. I know, it's shocking, right?
Yeah. Wait, this reminds me though, did you know that like Baton Rouge, they created another town, or like they did something down in Baton Rouge because apparently there was too many black people in the community, so the white people wanted to not be the minority. So they've been given permission to...
So I don't want to hear any of you say racism doesn't exist. Don't you dare say it, especially in the South. I do not want to hear it.
Oh,
if you are saying racism no longer exists in the South, it's because you are privileged and you are not experiencing it. So I don't even want to hear that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, they're moving. Oh, they're calling it their whatever it is they're doing. They're calling it getting back to the land. What land?
The indigenous people.
The land you stole. You're getting back to it. It's whatever. They're like a little colony. Like they're building their own homes, and like they're gonna be
like the Amish
surviving, kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
In a way, they don't like the LGBTQ community.
We love y'all.
We
just
love
to
you
go
guys.
ahead and start with that.
Yes.
Let's preface that we love y'all.
And they said no Jews allowed. So anyway, they're trying to start a new community in Missouri as well. But I think they did like I don't forgot who came in and like shine the light on them or whatever, but Arkansas was looking into it, whether what they're doing is legal or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the communities surrounding where they're trying to go in Missouri are fighting back against it too, because they don't want them there either.
Yeah.
But they're saying that it's not racism, it's their right to coexist with who they want to. That's their God-given right.
So it's not a religion though, right?
No, not a religion.
Okay. More like a cult?
I would say cult.
Okay. So
For sure. That's the feeling I got. Yeah.
Right. So this is what I guess the only way they can make it really legal, right, is if maybe, I don't really know what you need to call it, a town or village or, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, what's it called? Baileytown. It's not actually called Baileytown. That's just what everyone calls it.
Right.
Bailey's really
just kind of
made
the community name.
Right.
Yeah.
However, I do wonder, similar to that, if all those people own that land, well then obviously they've landlocked that area, and so they don't have to worry about being mixed into a community with other people unless they leave that community.
And I'm sure those other people don't want to intermingle with them either.
Yeah. No,
I wouldn't
I
want to.
fucking want to.
No,
Yeah.
not the type of people I'd want to associate with.
Fuck that. The reason that we are talking on this is not just because I'm Hispanic. Julie's actually married to a black dude, and I'm also in an interracial relationship. But I'm married to a white guy.
Yeah, we're all mixed up in here.
Yeah.
Like we
really
love all people.
Yeah. So this is probably why you really did share it. That, and we're just fuck racism, right?
Right.
Stupid. There was a story. I don't mean to take it away. Yesterday when we were heading into town, you were like, "I have a story to tell you." You were like, "But I'm going to save it for the podcast."
Mhm.
What was it?
That was this one.
Oh, that was that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's this one.
Yeah, that was actually good. I'm glad you saved that one. That one's, yeah.
Yeah, it was just wild to me that I know it still happens, but reading about it and how open people are about their racism,
Yeah.
and how they try to make it make sense,
Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
It's just crazy
ridiculous.
to me.
Something that I know you and I have talked about before is in Georgia, I have experienced a lot of racism. Not necessarily for the color of my skin, but I mean let me redact that. I have been witness to a lot of racism, and not in the way that you would think. I always call it reverse racism, because it's black people being super racist to white people who are just minding their business. But also, obviously, I've also seen a lot of just your typical white to black people. And I know that people, I'm not trying to be this over activist person or anything like that. These are just my personal views. Black people can be racist too. Just like
anyone can.
Yeah, I'm Hispanic.
Yeah,
I can be
literally
racist.
anyone can.
Everyone. And I do know that in the Hispanic community, there is a lot of racism against both white and black people. So
Yeah.
It's just, it is possible. Color does not negate the ability.
Yeah.
People have prejudices all the time.
Yeah, it's just about what you're taught.
Right. Yeah.
And but not always just what you're taught, because you can be taught racism and still not be racist. I mean,
right.
Where I grew up around a lot of racism, but I formed my own thoughts and opinions, and and went from there. I don't
Yeah.
just because I was taught it doesn't I didn't keep having that train of thought, but it doesn't mean you have to just
right.
because that's what you're taught. But majority, I mean, anybody, it doesn't matter what color you are, if that's what you're taught, majority of the time, that's who you are.
Yeah. And to say also, some people, they're just rotten apples. Like, there are cases where parents, give their children these broad ideas of like, everyone, you should be kind to everyone, everyone's created equally. And then they just fall in line. Sometimes they're married into a family that doesn't value that same idea, or they just become friends with people who don't value those same ideas. It just really is about who you are internally as a person,
Yeah.
And that just, it's kind of sad. It's very sad for those people, I think.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch the South Park episode? The first one that they released after Paramount Plus bought them. I don't know if y'all are fans of South Park. It was really, really good. It was just funny. It was just fucking funny. I am not pervy or savvy.
Sally.
I'm pervy or savvy on politics. Like, I don't know. Actually, I do know a lot about politics. I do stay up to date with things that I find to be important, just to me, that I'm passionate about. But I don't go
into depth.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. I don't go into super depth or anything, but I do try to keep up with some things.
Yeah.
Like, and you can't always believe everything that you see. You have to do your research. If you read something or see a video, you do have to do your research to see if something is true.
Right. Yeah, because there are things that I have seen some of, like, my more, I guess, liberal friends or more left-leaning friends, and I'm like, oh my god, that's horrible. And then I like look into it, and that wasn't like the whole thing. It's fear-mongering. And same for, obviously, like, right,
either side.
Yeah,
either side. They want to make their point. They want to be heard. They
right.
want people to believe that their thoughts and feelings are, that's just it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So they do tend to over exaggerate to get those points
right.
across.
Just get those, like, attention grabbing headlines.
Yeah.
Is what they do. And like you said, yeah, it's both sides.
Yeah.
So definitely always do your research.
Sure. And AI is not it.
No.
Don't just ask AI and go from there. Like, you want to make sure that you're looking for reputable sites and news sources to go by.
Yes, definitely. Speaking of AI, Julie loves ChatGPT.
Love it.
Yeah, and I don't judge her for it. By all means, I've used ChatGPT. I used ChatGPT at the beginning of the year to help me get back into my fitness. So, and it really put me on. Like, it did. It really put me on.
I mean, ChatGPT can really be your biggest supporter and cheerleader.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever actually gotten into it, but I mean, yeah, it really is.
And if you tell it to be brutally honest, it will.
Just based on, like, but it gathers information on you. Like, if it has information that it has gathered, I think that's really cool. You know, I do think it's really cool. Obviously, I do think that, like, AI generated images and things similar to that, I think that those are definitely harmful. and can be dangerous, especially for the people that you mentioned earlier that just fucking,
Yeah.
they just take what they read online and they
Yeah.
they're
Because
wrong with
AI videos, they can sometimes look super real.
yeah.
Until they're not. And then you're like, oh my God, I thought that was a real video. So they can be very misleading.
Yeah. So again, do your research. That's such an important thing. Do your research.
Yeah, a lot of big topics in this one.
Yeah, and good ones
Assault,
too.
sexual assault to
There's some mental illness on there.
yeah.
Yeah. For anyone who may be like, oh, have you tried melatonin or ashwagandha gummies? Let me start with this. I have tried melatonin. It gives me weird fucking dreams.
Back to the 90s.
Okay.
Sound like he had 515s in the bag.
Yeah, he was boom. Actually, I felt the vibration in the wall.
I did too.
Melatonin gummies are trash to me just because they give me really weird dreams, sometimes bordering nightmares. And I have taken ashwagandha gummies before, and I started taking them again recently, and they just had my sense of smell fucked up.
On overload.
They did, really, they did. Apparently Julie had been spraying this spray since I got here, or most every day that I was
This is the
here.
Bath and Body Works Aqua Hour.
That's her scent.
Yeah.
And she sprayed it yesterday morning, and it just smelled fucking horrible.
She told me I stunk.
I did not.
She was a bully to me.
I did not. I did not say it like that. I woke up from my sleep. Mind you, I had just gone to sleep like an hour to an hour and a half before. I woke up from my sleep because of the smell, and I walked into the living room and I was like, I don't know what you sprayed. I was like, what did you spray? It smells awful. It's the most awful smell I've ever smelled. And she was like, the look on her face, she was just
Confusion.
like, she's like, well, I've been spraying that every day the last several days, you know? And so, yeah, she, like, you know, she was like, are you sure this is it? I was like, yeah, that's it. And I just, like, so then I'm trying to lay back down and go back to sleep. And I literally, like, have my shirt over my head, trying to, and, like, the blanket over me. But then, like, the smell of my own skin just was making me feel nauseous. Like, it just smelled so musky. And so I was like reading on ashwagandha. I'm like, what? I was like, what have I done differently that could be making this happen? And I was like, okay, I'm back on ashwagandha. I'm taking this multivitamin and magnesium something. And I look up about ashwagandha side effects, and yeah, apparently it makes you more prominent to smelling like specific musky scents, and that's what it was. It also produces like a musky scent on the skin, like in the skin, and that's all it was. Because last night I didn't take it, and today she sprayed it this morning. Didn't bother me. Don't even smell it on you today, and my skin smells. Does so. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. So yeah, no to ashwagandha gummies before bed, and no to melatonin. Have you ever tried melatonin?
I sleep just fine, so I don't have that problem.
Must be nice.
My problem is not wanting to sleep.
Yeah. Julie will stay up.
Not because I can't.
Logan, he just goes to bed.
It's weird to be normal. Who does that?
Yeah, that is strange. Can you imagine just laying down and just...
Right, no. I have to TikTok for a while. To bring my brain down and go to sleep. Put my focus on something else. I actually fell asleep the other night and sent somebody and instant message somebody a live video in my sleep because I had my hand in my phone when I went to sleep.
Your hand in your phone. Your phone in your hand.
I'm not drunk, I swear.
My goodness.
I'm just not, my brain just doesn't work right sometimes.
Yeah, that's okay. I gotta work on these outros, like these conclusions. How do we end this one?
Well, I don't know. Let us know what topics you think we should touch on or that you would want to hear about, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Share our page. So yeah, guys, we really appreciate you guys coming back to watch. I know right now it's probably mostly family and stuff. I think we've decided that we're gonna use maybe some bloopers for our TikToks to try and get circulation out there. Julie has several thousand subscribers on TikTok that hopefully she can just like throw clips to, and that would be really helpful. And I'll maybe throw clips on my Snapchat or something. I think eventually what I would like to do for everyone, just that you guys have, I guess, really get to know us, is somewhere, somehow, we'll link our TikToks or Snapchats. I know I have a public Snapchat and then a private one. And then we have the page TikTok or the podcast TikTok and our own individual TikToks and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, did I tell them about our logo that we got it? Oh yeah, we did. So the logo is no longer a picture of me. It is actually,
Big talks and big feelings.
Big talks and big feelings, and it is so beautiful. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed at least this far, and I hope to just get to reach so many more of you. My beautiful souls. Yeah.
Until next time.
Until next time, guys. Bye.